Asset classes are the backbone of asset organization in SAP. They provide structure and make tracking easier. Imagine trying to categorize all assets without a system. It'd be chaos. Here, we'll explore how these classes bring order and simplify reporting. By the end, you'll see how they make your job less of a headache. I'm Emma Grace, an IAM expert with 10+ years of hands-on experience designing and deploying identity solutions that scale. I specialize in helping organizations implement secure, user-friendly access controls that reduce risk, meet compliance, and support growth without adding complexity. Let's dive into asset classes, a concept that sounds fancy but is surprisingly straightforward. They're like file folders for your assets, each with its own label. Their purpose, to keep things tidy and manageable. By the end of this section, you'll wonder how you ever survived without them. Asset classes have a starring role in SAP. Think of them as the ultimate organizers. They keep assets in order, ensure your financial reports are accurate, and make compliance a breeze. Plus, they handle the tricky math of depreciation. That's multitasking at its finest. Asset classes come packed with features that make life easier, like customizable settings and seamless integration. They are the Swiss Army knife of asset management. Oh, and automatic updates. One less thing for you to worry about. Let's explore these brilliant tools further. Configuring asset classes might sound intimidating, but it's actually quite manageable. We'll walk through the steps together, from assigning depreciation to testing configurations. Think of it like setting up a playlist. You pick the song's attributes and hit play. Test accuracy. Asset accounting is where the magic happens. It's all about valuation, compliance, and reporting. Plus, it integrates smoothly with other SAP modules. If asset classes are the foundation, asset accounting is the glue holding everything together. Let's see how it all works. Integration with financial accounting is the secret to consistent records. Think of it as your assets shaking hands with your finances. Seamless and efficient. Accurate data means better decisions, and who doesn't want that? Let's delve into this smooth process. Customization is your superpower in SAP. You can tweak asset classes to suit your needs. It's like tailoring a suit. Perfect fit, great functionality. By the end, you'll be designing configurations like a pro. Let's suit up. Master data is the heartbeat of asset classes. It keeps things running smoothly. We'll cover creation, maintenance, and consistency. Think of it as laying the tracks for a train. With master data, your asset management stays on course effortlessly. Depreciation might sound dull, but it's the unsung hero of asset management. We'll explore methods, settings, and automation. Compliance is the cherry on top. Trust me, depreciation will seem less boring and more brilliant by the end. All right, folks, ever tried sorting socks? Grouping asset classes is kind of the same, just with bigger stakes. First, we classify based on functionality. Because, trust me, mixing up machinery and office supplies isn't ideal. Then comes depreciation methods, because some assets age gracefully, others not so much. Financial impact matters too, especially for budgeting and industry-specific grouping. Well, no two businesses are identical, unless they're competing coffee shops. Let's talk asset classes. Think of them like different types of pizza toppings. Tangible assets, that's your solid, dependable machinery and buildings. Intangible assets, more abstract, like patents and trademarks, the secret sauce of innovation. Financial assets, stocks and bonds, think of them as your investment powerhouse. And natural resources, well, land and minerals are like a farm-to-table experience. Except for accountants, managing asset classes properly is like keeping a clean kitchen. Everything runs smoother. First, accurate financial reporting ensures there are no surprises in the books. Tax compliance, crucial, unless you enjoy audits as much as root canals. Sound asset tracking leads to better investment decisions, because guessing is not a strategy. And finally, operational efficiency. Think of it as having all your tools in the right drawer. Troubleshooting asset class issues. It's like debugging a stubborn software glitch. First, misclassified assets. Because a truck is not office furniture. Depreciation errors. Overestimating or underestimating can make balance sheets messy. Duplicate entries. Avoid those, unless you want twice the confusion. And compliance, always key. Because no one likes financial penalties sneaking up like an unexpected exam. SAP reporting makes tracking assets a breeze. If done right, standard reports offer a great foundation. But customization is where the magic happens. Integrating asset tracking with financial modules gives better decision-making power and ensuring data accuracy. Well, that's the difference between a smooth audit and a week-long headache. Want to ace asset management? Follow these best practices. First, review classifications. Because yesterday's smart categories might need tweaks today. Aligning asset classes with financial goals ensures long-term efficiency. Automation saves time and reduces errors, because manual tracking is so last century. And training teams. Knowledgeable employees make fewer mistakes, which means fewer emergency meetings. And that's a wrap. Asset classes. Think of them as the backbone of financial management. Understanding them helps businesses run like a well-oiled machine. Grouping and managing properly saves time and frustration. Troubleshooting. A stitch in time saves 9, especially when it comes to financial records. And following best practices. That's your golden ticket to success. Please do like, share, and subscribe to our channel.